I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch. I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch. I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in a fountain. Chain so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch. I'm drowning. I'm with all my niggas. I don't go nowhere without them. If they don't let us in, they might throw shots at the bouncer. Activist medicine, got it straight from out the doctors. I'm with RJ, but I call him Wayne cause he's a shotter. Pick up the ladder, put it in the gun, make the nine stretch. Niggas with attitude, but we come straight out of Highbridge. I'm gon' make her panties wet when she see the way y'all flex. I'm gon' win the Grammy, move my family out the projects. We went from chillin' in the projects to making projects. We was tryna get to the top and they tried to stop us. I talk for myself, bitch, I don't need no fucking voucher. She looked at my wrist and she looked at 100,000. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch, I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch, I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in a fountain. Chain so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch, I'm drowning.
Welcome. Nirvana was talking live. We're here in season 3. It is time for That's Inappropriate. Phone lines are still open, folks. 917-889-8825. Again, that's 917-889-8825. Didn't give you the count yesterday, so I'll give you the count today. The day's live listening count is 184. So we got 184 live listeners right now. So we all are almost on our way. Hopefully by next month or so we'll be back to where we were. Exceeding where we were. That's what I would like to exceed where we were. Get that 7,000 mark, you know. Shout out to Pianki. That's one of our long-term listeners. Been listening since season 1. Half of season 1, the lower half of season 1. Shout out to Dennis. Happy birthday. And can't pronounce that name fit. Nima Hotep. There are brothers that have this Egyptian thing and they change their name, these names, and most of them always ends with a Hotep. I don't know who it is, but shout out to the Hotep. So that's inappropriate. So we're gonna let Green take the lead on this one. The situation is, you still there, Green?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm ready.
Okay, that's inappropriate. The situation is a woman is at the restaurant, and it's a family-owned restaurant. People are, even though they have social distancing now, but it's before social distance. People are eating their food, and breasted woman decides to lift up her shirt and breastfeed the baby. So all you see is a big brown boob, and she's not trying to cover the baby with a towel or anything. People are telling her, go in the bathroom and do that. Can you go outside and do that? Do you have to do that there? So you consider public titty flashing, that's what I call it, public titty flashing to be appropriate, or is it inappropriate? What do you say?
You know what? That happened to me. I remember I was working at a restaurant. No, I was working in Canyon Yards. And this lady was breastfeeding in public. No one said nothing to her. Her husband was eyeballing us and said, you know, y'all proud looking at my wife? Like, dude, there's a nipple. Your wife put her titty and the kid's sucking on it. Like, you expect us to look away? I mean, it was right in front of our face. I mean, we just put our blinders on. But anyway, she didn't cover up the kid because some mothers do cover up the kid when they're breastfeeding in public. You know, for personal reasons. Yes, that's very inappropriate. If you got like a cover or a shawl, it goes around your neck. My wife has one. It goes around your neck, and it's big enough to cover up your section in the baby when you're breastfeeding. Some females do not do that, and like that guy, and I think this was in when I first saw breastfeeding, and that, you know, the guy got mad at us looking at his wife like, dude, your wife just put out her nipples, put her titty, and the baby sucking on it. What you want us to do? Not look? I mean, what you want us to do? Like this? Oh no! Like, what the fuck? Like a bunch of guys looking at, you know, to tell you what to cover up. Anyway, so yeah, that's very inappropriate. Very inappropriate.
And I think it goes beyond breastfeeding. I think it's the naked exposure of the nipple. I don't like to see the men walk around with no shirt on, exposing the nipple. And I don't think the women should be walking around exposing the nipple either. That's why Janet Jackson got such a tongue lashing when she had her nipple exposed at the Super Bowl. So,
double standards.
I don't think that's a real nipple. I think that was
a nipple clamp.
I think that was a Swiss cake roll, yeah, something like that.
It's called a nipple clamp. It's called a nipple clamp, so it's going to show the nipple. You saw the breast. You saw a nipple, so she got like a nipple clamp on her thing. So, but you know, PC people.
Well, they say that Justin was supposed to took off the Velcro, and he wound up tearing off more than the Velcro, and the nipple was exposed, and the children had seen it. I said, please, them children probably was like, yeah, because that's Janet Jackson. Now, if it was Cher's nipple, I probably would have said, bitch, put that nest down, you know. But by it being Janet Jackson nipple, everybody want to know what Tootie nipple looks like ever since you saw Tootie, you know. So those were the best two people back then, Tootie and Janet Jackson. Because remember, Tootie was on The Facts of Life, and Janet Jackson was Penny on Good Times. And then when they grew up, they were on Different Strokes because Willis was taking Janet Jackson out in Mr. Drummond's Limousine. Well, y'all probably don't. Y'all probably too young to know what I'm talking about. But
yeah,
and Willis had backed into a motorcycle because he had no license, and they wound up being punished. Willis was always trying to do something because he felt he wasn't black enough. You know, your father was white, so you ain't never gonna be black enough. Like when Mr. Drummond found out that his uncle was a slave owner or a slave ship owner or something. Yeah, that was a great episode. So now it's time for, where we at, 20th. What's up for tomorrow? For Conspiracy Theory Thursday, we got What's on Your Mind. So we definitely want to hear what's on your mind. Black History Minute, of course, and some love tips. Do you have some love tips for the Kanye and people that's just like Kanye, who have been caught on the low and the girl come home finding out? In this particular case, I think that they already knew he was messing with men. Women usually know when your boyfriend's sweet or got some type of femininity in them. They don't tell it to your face, but they do say it to other people. I remember hearing a woman at a restaurant telling her girlfriends at the table, because I was at one table, she was like 2 tables over, and I'm in a booth. Well, he probably don't know. He probably won't come out and fix your car because he don't have to get his hands dirty. He likes to keep his manicures clean. I said, oh, so she knows she got a pretty boy who likes to keep his manicure clean. And your mom has a flat tire, and she's asking the daughter to tell her son-in-law to help her change the tire. And she's saying he probably won't come to help fix the tire because he don't want to get his hands dirty. He got a sissy man there. Ain't no husband. That's a roommate. And that's just my observation that how you see them together, they just posing for the camera. Especially when she allegedly went somewhere and got robbed and you didn't fire your security people. Please. That was a hoax to try to get some publicity. But that's what's up for tomorrow. What you got for your final thoughts, Frank? What did you learn today?
I learned a lot today. In the matter of an hour and a half, I learned a lot from today. I learned about how stink breath is and halitosis, the true meaning of halitosis. I learned about, masturbation. Whether it's on function, whether it's appropriate or not.
Yeah, I tell you.
But all I'm saying is I learned to have fun. Now, the bleak world that we have, it's nice to laugh and chuckle now and then on the little things. And it's the little things that get you smiling now and then. Like I said, I thank everybody for chipping in for this segment. Keep the letters coming. Keep the stuff coming. I'd like to hear from you. If it's weird, appropriate or not, please keep them coming. I really want to hear from our weird and affectionate listeners. No love tips. There'll be more weird and obscenity from our listeners coming in. Of course, there'll be one about one about gays, one about incest, and one about somebody's baby didn't have and cheating going on. So, yes, I'm waiting for that stuff tomorrow. And to push that aside, I would like to say, and it's a good shout-out to a person for 8 years. I honor my code